Hi, I'm Joel Oust. Welcome back to KCZIN. Today's discussion is about a critical issue that we have to solve as a people if we expect to have true changes in all the problems that we're experiencing. So the chief of police of Brookhaven, Mississippi, and how he failed, or should I say, he chose not to make charges against those assailants, one for hate crime and the second one for attempted murder. He refused to do that when he actually made the charges against those two people. And this is a black man out of a city in Mississippi that's 57% black. Mississippi is a state that is nearly 40% black, but has the highest percentage of black population than any state in the country. However, it's not the reason why we're having the problem. Now you go to Minnesota, with a population of black people of about 6.5% black. That's it, 6.5%. And in this particular case, in the state of Minnesota, we're experiencing the death of Daunte Wright. He was killed in that particular state, not far from Minneapolis, which is 20% black. And yet, Kim Potter, the actual police officer that killed him, she received a sentencing of 16 months. Now, you're saying, well, what's the difference? The difference is because there's one problem that we're experiencing and don't have a solution for. So Kim Potter received a sentencing by a colored person, which is an Asian person, right? The judge was an Asian. She gave her 16 months as she wept along with her. She didn't want to see that white woman spend much time in prison, so she gave her 16 months. Forget Daunte Wright. Now, here's what gets really interesting, because the person that has the final authority in terms of all legislation, of all jurisdiction within the state, outside of the Supreme Court of the state, is the Attorney General. And it just so happens in the state of Minnesota, you actually have a black Attorney General who happens to be a Democrat. A Democrat just like the chief of police of Brookhaven, Mississippi. And what was the outcome of the Attorney General in Minnesota, the black Democratic Attorney General by the name of Keith Ellison? Listen to what he has to say about actually challenging the Asian judge of giving 16 months to Kim Potter. Listen to what he has to say.
Officer Potter made a mistake that ended tragically. She never intended to hurt anyone.
Look, I'm not going to second guess Judge Chu. I will say that it is my hope that sentences like this could be used to try to prevent the next tragedy. We believe that precedential cases would indicate that the court had the discretion and made the proper factual findings. So we don't anticipate any realistic chance that the case would be reversed, the sentencing would be reversed, so we're not going to put resources into doing something we think will be viewed out. The facts supported that charge, and I'm convinced that it was the right charge for the facts that we had. Well, let me tell you, we never thought that Kim Potter was a monster. We thought that she led a pretty good life and did things the right way.
So as you can see, it's the same thing. The difference between them is that one is a state of 6.5% black and the other state is 40% black. Both of these people who are determining of the outcome of these people's lives are black people who are Democrats, and they follow the Democratic ideology, the doctrines of them. So they give everyone else a chance to get away. When it comes to our people, they heighten the actual execution of sentencing. So this is what's the problem that continues to exist. Until you change that, until you can change that, not just in the police departments, the prosecutors, the judges, and even the Attorney General and even the governor, nothing is going to change. You're going to be repeating this nightmare over and over and over again with zero solutions. That's why we need to have a better solution. That's not going to change how they're doing it. The options are very clear. Number one, we have to have our own political party, not connected to Democrats, Republicans, Libertarians, or any other political party. One that doesn't focus on Hispanics, Asians, and other people who don't even help us. It focuses on us. And we have that party. It's called the Mahali Party. And that's the way that you're going to make changes when it comes to legislation and making changes within government. That political party is the only solution to see the actual changes. However, you have to get active with the party, become a member with the party, and elect the people in that party into office. That's number one. Number two, even though we have an actual political party that will help solve a lot of these issues, it's not a permanent solution because you cannot change the people that run this entire nation. You're not going to change their hearts. So if that's not the final solution, what is the final solution? The final solution is we must start our own country, our own nation. A nation where the laws that we uphold, the laws that we put on the record are upheld and executed to benefit us. That's never going to happen in this country because you're going against the people who refuse to put you in their system and refuse to change who they are. And that's okay. That's their problem. That is not our problem. We're not obligated to change people's hearts. Let them be who they are. We continue to be who we are and form our own country. So next time you see Mahali Party, a candidate on the ballot, you actually need to vote for that person. Make sure that that person gets elected and makes the changes that are happening. So until then, we're going to continue in this continuous cycle of repeating the same problem over and over and over again. Remember the black president that we had? Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, all those killings that were taking place. And now with Biden, it's not going to stop just because you protest and march and they give you settlements with millions of dollars. It's not going to stop. They are who they are and you are who you are, and you must use your intellect and your practical thinking and realize you need real solutions. Join Mahali Party now and let's get this process going immediately.